Good evening, I'm meteorologist Karen Williams, and we started out with some clouds earlier today, and that gave way to some soakers, some super soakers that moved into the area. And if you didn't have your rain gear, then shame on you because you got wet. Now we can see that this line is beginning to move to the east, and it's just more clouds and some light drizzle that's around here in the overall delta. We'll have your full forecast coming up in about 10 minutes or so as the Delta News Weekend Edition starts now.
News that works for you. This is the Delta News at 10.
Well, it sure was a dreary day, Karen. What's the weather looking like for tonight?
Well, Clay, if you want to do some last-minute shopping on this Super Sunday, Super Saturday, well, you're going to definitely need that rain gear. The showers will be slowly moving out of here and will eventually start to dry off for your Sunday. Your out-the-door forecast after the break. In tonight's weather headline, the rain remains in the area tonight. It's going to be a little bit lighter than what it was in the course of the day. And we expect that rain to move out for your Sunday, and you can expect gradual clearing by the afternoon. Now, as we look at our radar here, here's our culprit right here. And it's a system here that's basically moving from west to east. A lot of the oranges and yellows that you see were definitely heavy hitters in that department of rain. And I imagine we probably got close to an inch in most areas, some a little bit more than that. That will eventually move on out of here, and what we're going to be left with is plenty of clouds. But the one thing about it is it's not going to be real cold. It doesn't feel too bad out there now. So if anything, the temperatures will kind of moderate just a little bit before our next wave comes through, just in time for Christmas. Now, looking at that out-the-door forecast, for 7 a.m. we'll have broken clouds here and there, 45 degrees, and then by noon we'll start to see a little more of the sun, 51 degrees, and then by 5 p.m. we'll have a mixture of clouds and that moon and still remain at 51 degrees. Low temperatures tonight will be in the low to mid 40s. We're looking at 40 degrees for Batesville, and then as you move down to the south, we'll start to be in the mid 40s with Yazoo City at 46 and Lake Providence at 47 degrees. Also 43 at Kosciuszko. High temperatures tomorrow will be in the low to mid 50s, and again up north 52 degrees, and then 53 for Carrollton and Grenada, 54 for Chula, and 54 for Yazoo City. Now, as we advance a little bit further here, we're looking at our front here, and we're a close-up view here, and as you can see, this afternoon we had a heavy wave to move through, and that's when that front has basically swept on through. Going to leave us some clouds. We're going to be a little bit unsettled. Then eventually high pressure will start to move on in and begin to dry out, and that will probably take place late Sunday night into Monday. Looking at our future tracker again, you can see the system will be moving out by about 5 to 6 a.m. on Sunday, and winds will begin to shift that come out of the north, but it's not going to be as cold. It'll be drier, but not as cold as it's been. Now, looking at our upper fronts here, you can see, again, that large wedge of the country is pretty much under a cold wave right now, and which pretty much is going to be cold for the upcoming week. A lot of those areas up to our north even have seen a lot of snow at this point. Our temperature trend for the week, we're going to be above average by about midweek, and then by Thursday going into Christmas Eve, those temperatures are going to be well below normal. And again, by Saturday, will still remain below normal. Rain chances will be on Wednesday and Thursday. Greatest will be on Thursday. Looking at the river stages, will be sustained at 21.9 by Thursday. And for Greenwood, the Yazoo River will be up about a foot at 18.2. Now, looking at your forecast, we'll have periods of rain, not as cold, 44 degrees. And then for your Sunday, we'll have clouds early, then we'll have some slow clearing, 54 degrees. Looking ahead at that 7-day forecast, by Monday, again, we'll have a mixture of clouds and sun, 59 degrees. Tuesday will dry out, and look at those temperatures in the 60s. By Thursday, another front will move through, and it'll be just perfect for Santa. Santa will be a little wet on Christmas Eve, but by Christmas going into Friday will dry out, but it'll be nice and crisp. What's wrong, Clay?
Oh.
You looking at Santa?
You know
Santa's
what?
waving at you.
I tell you what, Karen, I had to glance because it's hard to believe that Christmas is already here. You know, it has me kind of lost for words, but it's coming. It's definitely coming.
It's definitely coming. Now, usually when Tamara's here, Clay, we look at weather pictures, but because of the spirit of the holiday, we allow the viewers to send us Christmas pictures.
Ooh.
So now we're going to start out with the viewer pictures taken by Barbara Edwards. She has Christmas on Canton Square, and then we have Old Christmas Tree. So we thank you very much, Barbara. Now, the next group of pictures, I had Ebenezer Scrooge attack my computer because these pictures were sent in by Rebecca Goodman, and they were correct and vertical. When I put them in, they all turned sideways. But I'm going to give you a backstory about this real quickly. We have Merry Christmas, we have Wonderful Winterland, and then we have Finney's Christmas. Now, the backstory is Mr. Finney was a former vet, and he does this elaborate display every year. And this is located in Crossett, Arkansas, and that's about 68 miles from the area. So also, a little birdie told me that he won an award 2015 for Best Christmas Lights Display. That's what I was told.
Wow.
But we thank you very much, Mr. Finney. Thank you, Rebecca, for submitting it. Then we also have Janice Cooper to send in Christmas lights, Old Christmas Tree, and sunset lights. Thank you, Janice. And the funny one again, and again, we have the spirit of Ebenezer Scrooge that attacked my computer again. We have a dog chasing Santa, and that was sent in by Ray Hodges. Thank you, Ray. And we'd like to thank all of our viewers for sending in the pictures. And if you get a chance, we will, if you get a chance, send us some pictures in, and just send it to kwilliams@deltanews.tv. Include your name and location where the pictures were taken, and we'll do our best to feature your handiwork. Thank you, everyone.
Well, those were absolutely gorgeous. I really like seeing the Christmas lights, helping us get into the holiday spirit. But we'll have more for you coming up after this break. Stay tuned.